All right, boys, gather round. We lost a good one. Would you like to say a few words there, Tomcat?
Yeah, thanks, Grandpa Buff. You know, when times get difficult, he was always there. He was a good wingman. He really was a go-getter. He was all about just getting in there, getting the job done, straight to the danger zone. And the world is a lesser place without him.
Thank you. That was very moving. All right, everyone, we're just gonna observe a moment of silence for Iceman.
I didn't know Chuck Liddell was a pilot, or that he died.
God damn it! We're talking about Val Kilmer, Iceman. How the fuck have you not seen Top Gun?
America, can we have the developers of your game, what was it, Helldivers 2? Can we have them speak at the UN about psychological manipulation and being able to convince people to fight for a fascist state? Holy shit. I just realized that that's kind of what happened. We definitely convinced a world of gamers to fight for a single government entity. Well, it's not just that. If you really look into it, we also convinced a world of gamers to, together, work on a singular issue. Gamers in general are usually pretty social, so when you give them a common objective that they can all work towards together, they tend to work a little bit harder.
Also, nerd, it kind of helps that they were not human. Space racism, that goes a long way.
Oh yeah, that's easily like my second favorite form of racism.
What's your first favorite?
Oh, it's
Forget it. Never mind. I don't know why I asked. Oh, just foresaw my entire channel getting taken down right there. I also saw that a member of your Senate held everybody there for 25 hours straight in a speech, breaking the previous record by 3 hours. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing really came of it. The impressive part is that he had to forego bathroom breaks during that time, so I couldn't do that.
Adult diapers, I'm telling you. But after the third poop, you have to change your socks, so it's kind of a finite resource there. Although, also kind of a shout out to the rest of the world there, we've officially proven that the U.S. government can do literally fucking nothing for 25 hours straight, and it doesn't affect anybody. I think that was the main takeaway from this, is that one person can hold everybody up for 25 fucking hours and nothing changes.
I see this also didn't stop your bumbling buffoon of a president from rolling out a whole bunch of new tariffs for the rest of the world. That's an interesting take, considering the last, 50 years you've been making fun of me because of my debt, and then all of a sudden I try and recoup my debt instead of getting screwed over, and now it's a problem. It's kind of crazy. It's like I'm kicking you out of the house because you turned 18. I also happen to notice that Cuba, Belarus, Russia, and North Korea weren't on your list of tariffs that you're rolling out. Why might that be? Because it would be pointless. I import next to nothing from those countries, and they're all sanctioned to fucking high hell. So it's like, hey, here's a tariff, and they're gonna be like, that's cool. We literally send you nothing. Or, here's an idea, you're in bed with them, just bending over and taking it however they want. That giant list of tariffs your president was showing the whole world and flaunting all about is complete and utter bullshit. I actually brought this point up on purpose because I can find no single source that states the numbers on that list of imposed tariffs against the United States are inaccurate. That's kind of sobering if you think about it. Anyways, fuck you. Yeah, on that note, dear, I'm glad we finally found some common ground that we can work with. So, I'm glad you came to the negotiation table, dear. I'm a businessman, so to speak. I'm just trying to recoup some of my losses, but there's always wiggle room. I'm always willing to talk to somebody as long as the deal is good for both of us, just like I did with Canada, and I'm kind of working on with Mexico. But I'm also allowing that West Taiwan no longer gets to use the loophole of producing shit in Mexico and sending it over here without a tariff. Fuck you, West Taiwan.
Oh, don't mind me, America. As your aircraft carrier that's over here heads to the Middle East, I'm just going to do some drills around Taiwan. because it is rightfully the property of the Great China.
Okay, first of all, West Taiwan, not really sure why you're going after mainland Taiwan, but that's neither here nor there. But also, let me put this in comparison. I could match you carrier for carrier and still have 7 more that I can send anywhere else in the world. So let's just remember that real fucking quick. And secondly, I wouldn't really beat my chest that much. We recently got some high-res images of up close to the J20. There is a lot of visible rivets on that thing. It's, whoo! Your RCS is probably not much better than the Su-57.
My Su-57 has superior stealth than your F-22.
Nerd. Give him the numbers. Current public record and estimations estimate that the radar cross-section for the Su-57 is between 0.1 and 0.5 square meters. Meanwhile, the F-22 is around 0.00001 square meters. You're welcome.
Dang it, nerd, we talked about this. We do things in Wins World Wars measurements, and we always put some shit talk at the end. Get it together!
Very well. The radar cross-section of the F-22 is roughly 0.16 inches, which for comparison is also the length of Vladimir Putin's. That's enough. That's enough. God, twice in one video. Shit.
Don't worry, I got it. He was talking about his wiener.
All joking aside, that is why several countries that you've offered the Su-57 to have refused and instead bought my F-35. And Norway just became the next country to finally get the full complement of their order. Hey, nerd over there, how is it?
I'm told the summer's nice. I suddenly miss the desert. Oh, did you know that jet fuel can gel? I didn't.
I send you to the desert, you complain. I send you to South Asia, you complain. And I send you to Northern Europe and you complain. Look, man, you just got to figure it out. Learn to enjoy it.
Look, I just want to go somewhere with good food. They eat lye-soaked cod here. It's awful.
Wait, America, I thought we had both bought ourselves some time to talk things out through a third-party country. Why are you sending another carrier over here to the Middle East? Well, just in case negotiations fail. You're no match for my secret bomb you until you die fighting style. It works out really, really well. And besides, I don't trust you. And by don't trust you, I mean I trust you about as much as Buff trusts a fart.
Not at all. After 4 or 5 pairs of pants and some new upholstery, yeah, no.
Oh, you mean like you bombed the Houthis over here? We are still strong and not afraid of America. You know surviving isn't winning, right? Like, let's check the scoreboard. I've lost exactly, let me see. Oh, 0 service members or ships and 0 planes, aside from the ones that I shot myself. Yeah, you know, things happen. And you've lost, at least a few hundred. So you're winning in the same way as, let's say, a cockroach is in your house and you kill 10 of them, but there's 11. And that 11th one tells you he's winning.
What are you looking at me for? That was a solid analogy. I can't do anything better. Okay. Fuck you, Yemen. Is that what you want? Shit. Back to the story.
So, America, I got it, man. Like, you're allowing us to, like, send parts up to the United States, and those will not be tariff, but, like, complete cars are. And I understand that, you know. Can we get some water? We had, like, an agreement for, like, the last 80 years that I get a bunch of water from, like, the Colorado River. Can I get that from you, please? No. For the first time in 80 years, I'm saying no, because you didn't hold up your end of the deal. You're supposed to give me a whole bunch of water from the Rio. I'm supposed to give you a whole bunch of water from the Colorado. Figure it out, homie. We've been in, like, a drought down here, man, for, like, a long time. Like, you should give us a break. While I would love to, I live up to my end of the deal, so you got to live up to yours. If I ever shorted you on my end of the deal, people be saying that I'm not owning up to my responsibilities and call me a war criminal, and God, I'm so tired of just hearing buzzwords thrown around. For real. Both sides of the political spectrum. They find a word that means, like, abhorrent, awful shit, and then they use it until it doesn't mean anything.
Also, America, I know we're jumping back here. This is HLC's fault. He forgot to cover this, so you blame him. Anyways, we jump back. Your threats against Iran are unacceptable and will be faced with harsh consequences if you decide that you're going to start attacking them. I bet you did not expect an alliance to deal with your American aggression.
10% of my fire's capability donated to Ukraine has reduced 95% of Russia's pre-war military. Okay.
Your terms are acceptable.
Russia's bad at war. Ooh, ooh, we can't blame you for trying. We know you've been lying.
Are you autistic?
No. I mean, hell, probably. But I prefer the term sing-songy. If you know, you know.